podcast contains subject matter that may be disturbing to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
For imprints one.
It's time to open the door in your mind. Sit back and listen to true horror. But be careful what you allow in. Because it's time to go through the fog. This week's episode is I Hate My New Job, posted by user I Need Skins to r/scary stories. I really hate my new job. I got accepted 2 weeks ago. The first week was completely fine, but there was still something off. I don't know if it was only me, but I seemed to be very unlucky. On my first day of work, I dropped a cup of coffee over my hand, which gave me some scalding on my arms. My coworkers just laughed. They weren't concerned about my injuries, they just laughed. The other days were becoming worse and worse. My PC wouldn't turn on anymore, which caused my boss to be mad at me. I accidentally stabbed myself cleaning a kitchen knife and all sorts of other things where other people would probably be worried with what's going on. But my coworkers didn't care. They were laughing all together. Today, everything seems to be much more quiet. I accidentally dropped my lunchbox today, but no one said anything. And most importantly, no one laughed. But even when I had questions, they didn't answer. I kept on working on my own. But after I was done with the emails I usually work on, I went to my boss and asked if there was anything I can do now. No reply. He just sat there, motionlessly. They all seemed to be really into their work today. I continued looking for other things I could work on until it was finally 4 p.m., the end of my workday. It was starting to get real weird. I'm usually the last one to leave, but everyone was still here, working, without having said a word the entire day. I shake my head, pack my bags, and say goodbye to everyone. Since I don't expect a reply, I walk out of the building before anyone would even be able to say anything. On my way home, I think to myself that maybe I did go too hard on them. I mean, who knew that cutting through people's vocal cords would make them go quiet? I just hope they interact a bit more with me tomorrow. I mean, this is just the beginning. Through the Fog is recorded and edited by Haptic. Produced by Flyover State Park and Kevin Caravan. All stories are recorded with the original author's permission or released under a Creative Commons share-alike license. For more episodes, visit throughthefogcast.com or follow fog_cast on Twitter. Links to both are in the show notes. You can support the show by visiting buymeacoffee.com/throughthefog or simply by rating and reviewing on your podcatcher of choice. It's the simplest way to support independent shows like these. Whatever you decide to do, though, thank you for listening, and talk to you next week.
This is Flyover State Park. You are clear to land.